My mother erased me from her $50 million empire for becoming a nurse, but one accidental call exposed the secret she planned to take to her grave. It shattered the night I rejected my inheritance. Mother had spent 3 decades clawing to the top of Manhattan development, molding me to inherit the throne. You are discarding a dynasty to wipe noses, she sneered, gripping the marble island. I explained that a pediatric burn unit gave me purpose her skyscrapers never could. That closing zoning deals felt hollow. She refused to listen. If you walk out to play nurse, you cease to exist in this family, she hissed. My older brother, Arthur, sipped his scotch in silence, refusing to make eye contact. I packed a single duffel bag and left the penthouse. For half a year, there was total silence. No holiday cards, no texts, just absolute erasure. I rented a tiny studio near the hospital, bonded with my fellow night shift nurses, and tried to bury the ghost of my family. Then, my phone illuminated with an unlisted number. I almost declined it, assuming it was a debt collector, but something forced my thumb to answer. The muffled friction of fabric echoed as if the phone was trapped in a leather briefcase. The daughter is completely severed from the trust, a man muttered. Heat climbed my neck and my vision blurred. I recognized that arrogant tone anywhere. It was Marcus, her lead executor. Another voice chimed in. So Arthur takes the entire portfolio? The properties, the estate, the liquid capital? That is $45 million. I collapsed against my cheap countertops. She was handing him an empire, but I did not care about the money. I cared about the betrayal. That is when the real bombshell dropped. What about the medical expenses? The second man asked. Marcus sighed. That is the delicate part. Evelyn forbids the daughter from knowing the prognosis. She claims if the girl abandoned the dynasty, she does not deserve to stand at the deathbed. What prognosis? Stage 4 pulmonary fibrosis, Marcus whispered. The specialists give her 7 months. Her lungs are turning to scar tissue. The floor dropped out from beneath me. My mother was suffocating to death, and no one told me. The stubborn tyrant, the second man murmured. She is letting pride execute her before the disease does. The line went dead. 52 seconds of accidental audio that violently demolished my entire reality. I dialed Arthur immediately. He answered on the 3rd ring. I know about mother's lungs, I snapped. Dead silence on the line. Then, a shaky exhale. She threatened to cut my funding if I tipped you off. He choked out. She said you made your bed. I am driving over right now, I whispered. I sped across the city, completely abandoning my shift. When I barged into the grand penthouse, the tragic sight paralyzed me. The iron-willed mogul I knew was tethered to a loud oxygen concentrator, trembling in her velvet armchair. She glared at me, her chest heaving. Who leaked it? She wheezed. Your wealth manager forgot how to lock his screen, I replied. She stared at me. Impossibly, a frail laugh escaped her lips, turning into a violent coughing fit. Tears streamed down her sunken cheeks. I wasted 6 months punishing you, she rasped, when I should have been bragging about your bravery. I sank to my knees. I am a burn nurse, Mom. I heal people. She gripped my wrist. Then heal me, she begged softly. Not the scarred lungs. Save me from dying alone in this empty museum. I moved back that weekend. I managed her oxygen therapies myself. She survived 14 more months, defying every medical projection. The doctors called it a miracle. I knew the truth. She finally had a reason to keep breathing. Days before her lungs failed, she summoned Marcus and legally divided the empire evenly. But the inheritance was meaningless. The true victory was her final, gasping sentence. I was a fool. You are the greatest thing I ever built. All because a financial shark forgot to hang up his phone.